When you don't have time for all those facts, all those truths, here's just one. When you don't have an hour free and you need to be informed, take a listen to today's Morning Moment, coming up right now.
You're listening to A Radio.
Thank you for joining us. You're listening to A Radio, and this is the Morning Moment. We are on Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 11:45 Eastern. Follow us on Spreaker.com and click on the like button. You can find us on most social media platforms such as iTunes, Spotify and iHeartRadio. Go to our website, aradio.wordpress.com, for details, where you'll find more content and details on our podcasts and more. I wanted to do this piece because it was brought to my attention that a duly elected Member of Parliament here in Canada was actually shut down by what I call a corrupt Federal Liberal Communist Party of Canada. They closed the debate on systemic corruption in the government of Canada that Canadians are now faced with. For my American friends, I want to give you a short primer. The Federal Liberal Communists are currently running a minority government here in Canada and need help from an opposition party to survive. They just cut a deal with an equally corrupt NDP, National Democratic Party. Then they're neither national, really, or democratic, but that's by the by. They're really a socialist party, and that's just in name only, because they're very, very close also to Liberal Communists. I liken them to a sort of Green Party, who unfortunately we also have here in Canada, who are just environmental Fruit Loops in my opinion. And then we have a party called the Bloc. It's a longer name than that, but in English it's just known as the Bloc. That's B-L-O-C, by the way. Their French name is basically unpronounceable for us English speakers. Now the crazy thing about them, i.e. the Bloc, is this, and why Canadian politics is so wacky. Quebec is a province, state if you like. The Bloc are only represented in Quebec, yet they are federally recognised as a party. Now, I'm no expert on Canadian politics, but surely to be federally recognised as a party, you should have candidates in all provinces, and your party should be recognised and registered in all provinces. But I digress. So with Liberals surviving without the threat of a no-confidence vote in Parliament that would force an election immediately, they, the Liberals, feel emboldened to carry on full steam ahead and ignore the demand for a continuation of the investigation into the corrupt activities of the We charity. And you'll actually hear firsthand how democracy is obviously alive and kicking in Canada, not. Just a final note. The voice you will hear is Pierre Poliver, a Conservative MP, protesting as the chairman responds. Here's that piece that I wanted to play for you.
I'm suspending the meeting until further notice.
Mr. Chair, point of order. Point of order.
Meeting
point of
suspended.
order. Point of
Meeting-
order. Point of
meeting
order.
suspended.
You point of order, Chair. Point
Meeting
of order.
suspended.
Point of order. You do not have authorization to shut down the meeting. You do not have majority to do that.
I have the
You cannot.
authorization. I
You
have
cannot.
Pierre, I'm not going to argue
You
with
are
you. I have
wrong.
the authorization
You are wrong.
to suspend
You
the
are
meeting,
wrong.
and I
Hold the
am
vote.
suspending
Have the
the meeting.
courage to hold a vote.
I am
Don't-
suspending the
have
meeting,
the
and when we
courage to hold
do,
a
when
vote.
we deal with this
Have the
motion,
courage to
Pierre,
hold
we
the
will
vote.
deal with it
Have the
properly.
courage to hold a vote.
So the
Don't
meeting
shut us
is
down.
the meeting
No,
is suspended.
you can't shut us down. The meeting goes on without you. I will be
Meeting
happy to
is
take on the
suspended.
chair. The
Thank
meeting
you, Madam Clerk.
will continue going on, and I will begin by taking a list. Does
Madam
anybody wish
Clerk,
to be on the list in order to speak?
Madam Clerk,
Do we have any
suspend the meeting.
speakers?
I'm ordering it suspended.
I will.
I'm
or
looking
Ms.
at the
Jensen.
status
Ms.
of
Jensen.
the meeting.
Ms. Jensen, please go ahead. You have the floor.
Yes, I'm very, very concerned about
No,
how...
you do not. No, you do not have the floor, Ms. Jensen. I am the
Sorry,
chair.
Mr.
I
Wayne,
ordered the meeting be suspended.
Mr. Easter, you're out of
until-
order. You are out of order. You are out of
until-
order. You've
Until
removed
such
yourself from the
time
meeting.
as I sort
You
out
have
that this
removed
is
yourself.
So, long story short, no debate, no discussion. It's my ball, I'm going home. Yet, again, Teflon 57 genders Trudeau and his party gets to live another day to force more unpopular Agenda 2030 policies onto unwitting Canadians. Or should I say witless Canadians? Take your pick. And by the time the morons in the NDP wake up, citizenship of several more million refugees will have been granted, almost certainly ensuring a majority for the dictator Trudeau, and so it continues on. I just have to wonder, how much more of this garbage do Canadians have to put up with? When will it stop? We don't know. It's certainly not going to stop while the Conservatives are the opposition, because they're just lambs to the slaughter. They're more concerned about implementing the Paris Climate Agreement and carbon tax. And they're actually in favour of Agenda 2030 as well. So Canadians really don't have much chance. Just a final point. This audio that you heard was originally a video on Twitter. I have grabbed it, modified it slightly, and it will be on my YouTube channel. So not only will it be on this short podcast, you'll be able to see the video and probably make a little bit more sense of it. Canadians will understand it, but to Americans it will look a little strange. But you'll get some sort of context of what's going on that you don't always get with the audio. So check out the video as well. Maybe play it a couple of times. Then ask the question, is that democracy in Canada? I really don't think Canadians know that's democracy in Canada, and I think Americans will be quite surprised. And that's my comment. You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab, Parler, Spotify, and email. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass these links on to your friends. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all our morning moments at Spreaker.com/A-Radio. That's EHRADIO, a radio. And please click on the like button. Join us Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 11:45 Eastern, for our morning moment or tweak. And tell your friends, pass the word. We only tell the truth, not what the Canadian mainstream media want you to know. This time, more than any in history, we all need to trust but verify.